And we're on to Sigma Fortress 3. This one is pretty much just the remaining Maverick bosses that I haven't already killed. They didn't do a good job splitting these up. You fought like 2 in the first one, 2 in the second one, and then everyone else in this one. Which, you know, that's not too bad, but it just seems kind of odd. Just figure you could, you know, split them up a little bit better. And I have just as much trouble with Armored Armadillo this time as I did the first time. I really hate this guy, because I just can't seem to dodge all of his hits. I always manage to get hit by one. Anyway, I was talking about random crossovers. I'm trying to think of something else to talk about, because I mean, this is just these are just boss fights. Nothing. You've already seen me beat these things, and it's not like these guys are entertaining. They're robots that throw ridiculous number of pickaxes at you. And more health. Thankfully I get to go into this fight with most of my health. Except I keep getting hit by bats. Stupid bats. And I say screw it, I'm not going after the health. Alright, so we got Sting Chameleon up. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to talk about. I'm just, yeah. Why not? So yeah, it's just finishing up this LP, getting done with it. Took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Mainly because of my lack of time. I'm working on so many projects. It's like overabundance of what I've stretched myself really thin of what I was trying to do. I'm still working on getting all the Chrono Trigger endings. I was working on a project with Darkseith. A friend of his contacted me about wanting to do a project, so we're setting that up. And then I'm working and trying to get the last of the wedding stuff handled that I know nothing about. My fiancé is pretty much handling all the wedding stuff. I had one concession and that was it. And yeah. Everything else she's handling, and I'm just paying for and smiling and nodding. So I really don't have too much to say. I'm just trying to, you know, not lose my mind here, which I seem to be apt to doing at the moment. I'm going 10 kinds of batshit crazy. I'll be happy when the holidays are over. That's all I'm saying. It's not even Halloween yet, and Halloween used to be my favorite holiday, actually. I loved Halloween. I always throw a big Halloween party. Not gonna get a chance to throw one this year. It's too close to the wedding. But October, one of my favorite months, honestly. So much stuff that I do in October that I love, and this year most of that's getting put on hiatus until, well, it's just getting put on hiatus until next year, really. So, and you want to make sure you've got Boomerang Cutter as full as possible here, because that is the boss weakness of Sigma Fortress 2. First, we've got Launch Octopus, who I always swear I keep trying to use the homing missile as his weapon. It's like, no, that's the weapon you get from him. And he makes a little "you're going down" motion with his little tendrils. Good for you. Ugh. Tired. So tired. I'm trying to think of something funny for you people, and I just can't do it. I'm just at a loss. Stupid robots. Granted, these robots do make a little more sense versus, you know, some of the earlier ones. Like, I could kind of see what, you know, Elec Man from Mega Man 1. He would power your TV. Iceman, keep your fridge cold. Granted, we have refrigerators, you know, and electric current. We don't need, you know, robots to control those things for us. We've got pretty good systems in place as it is. But I mean, like, honestly, what the hell is Bomb Man for other than just to blow stuff up? Who thought that making a robot with varying degrees of sentience and the ability to produce bombs, who thought that was a good idea? That just, no. These things are somewhat related. Granted, Launch Octopus, oh, he's a maritime robot. He's octopus-like, because octopi are, you know, sea creatures and therefore adapt. But he's a robot. It's just... And Flame Mammoth. Where in nature do you see elephants with fire? Who thought... Oh, well, let's just give this elephant, you know, flame manipulation. That seems like a great idea. No. Storm Eagle kinda makes sense, because he can flap his wings at you, but that's still kind of a stretch. And don't even get started on the later X villains like Wire Sponge, Split Mushroom. Like, I was done. I was really done with X1, actually. All after that is when they started getting kind of weird. Not to say these aren't weird, but... Alright, so this is the boss of Sigma Fortress 2. He is weak to the cutter. He splits into two parts. Only the top half is vulnerable. He will charge up a blast, and it kind of homes in on you. It'll angle depending on what your where you're at on the wall. He'll ram into you with either the top half or the bottom half. If you stand on the bottom half while the top half is over it, it will try to slam down and crush you. And this really is not my best fight, because he keeps ramming into the wall and knocking me off, and I keep falling. I swear the trial run I did before this was so much better. Like, he hit me once with one of those things, and that was it. This time he just keeps... He's pretty much running me over like I'm a deer in headlights. Alright, so that's Sigma Fortress 2. Let's move on to the end of this and deal with the big bad Sigma himself.